Number 1, Number 12, Number 14, Anthony Morgan. Number 13, Number 17, Anna Woodward. Number 18, Henry Rios. And number 19, Monica Rios. Starting for the Fighting Saints, goalkeeper, Number 2, Roosevelt. Number 5, Charlie. Number 6, Number 7, Number 8, John Herrera. Number 12, Number 13, Number 20, Number 32, and number 3,
the net. Just wide right there. That looked like a great opportunity for Roosevelt, as Beniak had beaten all of the St. Francis defense, including Haley Winberg, who was the closest competitor. Winberg was trying to run her down from behind. Never quite got there. Beniak did have an open shot. I think Winberg influenced the shot somewhat by being off to the left of Beniak. She didn't get a clean angle on her look, even though she didn't have anybody in front of her. And because of that awkward for a goal. Leslie Rueda puts the Saints on top just 10 minutes into the action today. St. Francis 1-0. Nice setup right there. Rueda had a perfect shot. She didn't get a lot on it, but she was kicking from the opposite end, the far post, and she ended up kicking it towards the near post. Narcisi was not in position to be able to make that diving stop. It rolls just out of her reach on the dive, and St. Francis leads 1-0. 35-22 was on the clock when that goal was scored, so just a little bit shy of 10 minutes in. And a good start today for the Saints as they're able St. Francis has the lead. Scored 10 minutes in. Now they're going to try to score again. It's Reyes in the box. One-on-one. And she loses control. Now off to Rueda. No longer one-on-one. Everybody's in there. Now it's Truard takes a shot and soars over the net. I think that was ball upright. Of course. Goal kick here for our CZ. Back in Joliet, we're just about set to begin the second half of action between the St. Francis Fighting Saints and the Lakers of Roosevelt. Terry Bonadonna with you for another 45 minutes. Saints lead 2-1 up to this point. They have not trailed in this game. They took a 1-0 lead in the 10th minute. Leslie Rueda scored her 4th goal of the year, assisted by Bianca Rivera. Then in the 33rd minute, after a long stalemate, Mika Reed was able to score on an assist from Anna Agbula. That was on a play in which Bethany Domkowski, St. Francis keeper, raced up, tried to make the stop, but couldn't. She ended up colliding and falling down, and that left an open path for Reed to come in and score her 2nd goal of the year and tie it up 1-1, but didn't take long for St. Francis to answer. Just 5 minutes later, Bianca Rivera scored her 1st goal of the year. It came on a corner kick from Carly Draheim, with Alex Trular, the usual corner kicker, a little bit banged up. Draheim took the kick, and it worked out perfectly as Rivera scored her 1st goal to make it 2-1 Saints. That's where we're at right now. Trular did leave the game late in that 1st half, but she's out there to start the 2nd half, which is good news for the Fighting Saints, who have possession right now on their defensive line. Shannon Padone rolls it forward to Alex Trular, who makes her way off to the left side and passes once again to the defense. Haley Wenberg intercepted, but right back to Shannon Padone. And Wenberg clears it for the Saints. Two teams jockeying for positioning right now, and so far not much action in the 2nd half, but that'll change right here as Beniak gets it into the box. She rolls it ahead to Bethany Domkowski, and the goalkeeper has an easy time of it, scooping up that little roller. Beniak had a nice little run there, but really didn't have much help coming in from the middle. So there was no opportunity for a cross. She took a shot, but it was a weak shot and an easy save for Domkowski. Saints 2, Lakers 1. Saints looking to add to it. Alex Trular on the right side. Nice run for her. Now she sends it into the box for Kayla Pate. Well defended and picked up by Maria Narcisi. The defense there came from Hope Katakis. Katakis bottled up Kayla Pate, just did not allow her to get into any kind of position to get a shot off right there. And Hope Katakis did not play in the 1st half, but she starts the 2nd half and already in the first 2 minutes has made an impact. Here comes Kayla Pate trying to make an impact. She takes a shot and a good save, and it's knocked out of bounds by Narcisi. Nice looking shot from Kayla Pate. Narcisi tried to make a diving save, but it ended up skipping up high on a tough bounce. But Narcisi did a good job. As she was diving and falling to the ground, she stuck her hands up and parried it out of bounds. Good save, but it sets up a corner kick for the Saints. And why not let Draheim try it again? She sends it in off the front post, and it's deflected out on the other side of the box. Here comes Draheim with another kick, looking to get it in the center, but it's intercepted by Agbula, and the Lakers look to counterattack. Agbula at midfield. Big kick down the way, and it's intercepted by the Saints defense. Chelsea Olsen back to Agbula as the Lakers try to keep the attack moving. That's Katakis off to Beniak. Now Chelsea Olsen. Olsen cutting it towards the middle. Her pass deflected away. Shannon Padone able to clear it. And rolled out of bounds by Hope Katakis. 3 minutes into the 2nd half, 42 minutes to play in the game. Saints by 1. Score unchanged since halftime. Off the foot of Jessica Reyes there. She cannot take control of it. The Lakers take possession. There's Beniak over her head down the sideline. Nobody there on the offensive side. So Shannon Padone will play that one. Looked like she was going to let it go out of bounds, but she kept it in, and Agbula has taken it away from Padone. There's a shot from Agbula and a leaping stop made by Domkowski. I don't know if that was intended as a shot or a pass. It looked like she did have some help on the back end there. Perhaps just trying to set up Munoz. But Domkowski jumped in front of Munoz and made the save. Stats from the 1st half. A few of these have changed over the first few minutes of 2nd half, but as we look at what happened in the 1st half, 14 shots already by St. Francis, just 4 for Roosevelt. 6 shots on goal for the Fighting Saints. When you look at that, it's not so terrible for Roosevelt to be down 2-1, 2 goals when you've allowed 6 shots on goal, 14 shots total. As not such a terrible number. You could be looking at a lot worse. Roosevelt had only taken 4 shots and 2 of them on goal. So just 1 save in the first half for Domkowski. He's been involved a little bit here in the second half as a whistle blows. Agbula is going to get a yellow card. Anna Agbula tripped up Carly Draheim, and that's a yellow card for Agbula. First booking we've seen in today's game. And it sets up Alex Trular to take the free kick from a little bit over 50 yards out on the left side. We saw Trular put one on goal from that area in the first half. This time she sends it in the box to Jessica Reyes. Passed off to Rueda. Rueda is deflected, and that's going to be a handball. Hope Katakis is called for the handball in the box, and that is a huge mistake by Roosevelt. It was all set up by Alex Trular. Trular took the free kick into the box. It hit off of Jessica Reyes, deflected off of Kayla Paith, and right off to Leslie Rueda. Rueda took a shot, and it was knocked away by the hand of Hope Katakis. In the box, the handball sets up a penalty kick for Alex Trular. There's the kick, and there's the goal. St. Francis scores just 5 minutes into the second half and takes a 3-1 lead. And that was a huge goal right there, as they have had trouble holding on to second half leads in recent weeks. Right here, it becomes a multi-goal advantage, and all set up by a couple of mistakes by the Roosevelt Lakers. First, a yellow card that set up the free kick from Trular. Trular's kick went into the box, and the ball in the box was touched by the hands of Hope Katakis. A handball in the box set up the penalty kick for Alex Trular. Trular perfect on penalty kicks this year, 2 for 2. It's 3-1 Saints. Beniak trying for the quick response. There's a shot from outside and wide to the left from Julia Schultz. Goal kick coming up. Trular scores for the 8th time this year. That's double what anybody else on the team has. Kayla Paith has 4 goals. Leslie Rueda scored her 4th earlier today, so those two are tied for 2nd on the team, but Trular now has 8 total. She also leads the team with 4 assists, although she's been sitting on that number for a while now. As a foul is called against St. Francis. Lakers on the opposite end of the field, looking to get an attack going. Beniak in the middle, knocked away by the defense, and Casey Harris casually clears it. Down the sideline, past Rueda. Knocked back the other way by Samantha Duarte. And a whistle blows. It's going to be a free kick for St. Francis. Trular, the first player to score a goal in today's game, whose name does not begin with the letter R. The most insignificant stat you'll hear today, but the first 3 goals came from Rueda, Reed, and Rivera. And now Trular is on the board. Saints looking to add to it. It's Rueda in the box. Now Reyes touches it once. Knocked out of bounds by Alyssa Benaski. Throw-in coming for the Saints. Deep in Roosevelt territory. It's into Trular. Trular crosses to Kayla Paith, and Paith touches it once to Carly Draheim. Draheim takes a shot a little bit high and out of bounds. Nice and convenient to actually deflect it off the football crossbar, right back onto the field, so no need to track down a new ball. It goes right back to where it needs to for Narcisse to take the goal kick. Doesn't get it very far, and Kayla Paith is able to intercept and take it right back for the Saints, looking for the score. She crosses, but it's deflected and knocked away by Samantha Duarte. Now to Casey Harris. Harris takes a shot from deep, deflected by the defense. Knocked the other way by Roosevelt. And this is Munoz on the counterattack, far sideline. Good individual run here for Monica Munoz. There's the cross to Beniak. Wenberg in her way, knocks it away. Now Agbula slides in for the shot, and it's too high and out of bounds. Nice effort there from Anna Agbula. As the initial shot was deflected, Beniak trying to get something going. Wenberg did a nice job of getting in her way. Both players, they kind of ran into each other. They both stumbled backwards, and that left it open for Agbula to come sliding in to take the shot, but it did go too high. 37 minutes to play in the game, still 3-1 Saints. They were up 2-1 at the half and added to it on a penalty kick early here in the second period. We've got the offsides flag up. St. Francis free kick after Munoz was unable to stay on sides in her pursuit of a goal. Alex Trular. Trular gives it a big kick downfield and a whistle blows. 36 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the second half. The clock is stopped. I didn't see the call there. Must have been a foul on Roosevelt because it's a free kick from midfield off to the right side for Alex Trular and the Saints. It's a big kick into the box. Touched by Draheim and didn't count. It was saved anyway by Narcisi, but no shot because Draheim, and I think Rueda as well, was offsides. Looked like both players were well behind the defense before that kick. So it's sent away by Roosevelt. A lot of whistles in this second half. We did not see very many at all in the first half when the two teams played really pretty clean half of soccer. There was one offsides call in the first half. There were not many fouls. And there were no yellow cards. We've already seen a yellow card and a major handball here in the second half. Both contributed to a St. Francis goal in which Alex Trular scored on the penalty kick. This is Trular right now down the middle of the field. Good ball ahead to Caleb Paith. Paith can't control it on the first touch, trying to get a hang of it. Into the box. She's got Katakis on her. Paith does a nice job of rolling it out. And now a pass to the opposite end, and Jessica Reyes doesn't reach Reyes. Instead, it's knocked out of bounds by Roosevelt. Good ball work by Paith, but never really able to get a handle on that ball. At least not in enough time to get a clean cross. So now Wenberg gets to throw it in. And it goes into Reyes. Reyes looking for Haley Wenberg, intercepted instead by Beniak, and a foul called against the Fighting Saints. Saints haven't won since a 2-0 victory right here in Joliet, October 1st against Trinity International. Since then, they've lost thrice at Purdue Northwest, 2-1 on October 3rd. Here against Judson, a home game last Wednesday, 2-1. And they lost at Cardinal Stritch over the weekend. That was against number 21 Cardinal Stritch, the top team in the conference, unbeaten. The Saints almost delivered them their first loss. A late goal from Cardinal Stritch gave them that 3-2 victory. They're trying to stay strong in the second half, up by 2 goals here. Roosevelt trying to turn it into a 1-goal deficit as Munoz makes a big run all the way down to the other end of the field, but deflected out of bounds. It'll be a Roosevelt throw-in, still in position to go on the attack here. We'll see if they can get anything towards the net. In the box, it goes out of bounds. Agbula unable to save it. And just like that, the attack comes to an end. It's a goal kick for St. Francis. Been a weird season for St. Francis. I know they've got to be frustrated with their record being below 500 considering how well they've played at times this year. They've had some big wins. Beat Robert Morris, who has not been easy to beat over the years for St. Francis. They ranked number 24 at the time. Currently out of the top 25, right on the precipice as Kayla Paith makes a good run into the box. Paith challenged by Julia Schultz. Samantha Duarte. And Duarte faces Paith all the way down to the back line. She tries to pass it out, but it's deflected out the sideline for a Carly Draheim throw-in. Into Leslie Rueda. Rueda taps it out. Trying to get control of that ball. Instead, she hit it too hard. It went out. And it's a goal kick for the Lakers. Saints were really on a roll after starting 2-3-1. They had won 3 consecutive games, but now they've lost 3 consecutive games. So streaky is probably a fair description of their play over the last couple of months. Off to Leslie Rueda. She can't quite get there as Benaski knocks it out of bounds. Or did she? It was knocked out by St. Francis. So Roosevelt throws it in, 32.5 minutes to play, and Roosevelt's throw never came back in from Munoz. So it's going to be a St. Francis throw-in now. Their 3 straight losses, though, have all been by 1 goal. They have not lost a game by more than 2 all year. 4 of 6 losses have come by 1. Chipped into the box and picked up on one bounce by Maria Narcisi, who will punt it away for the Lakers. Roosevelt not dead in this game. Still got a little bit more than a half hour to go, so plenty of time to try to make up a 2-goal deficit. But St. Francis has had a very stout defense this year. It has erred a little bit recently, as that's one into the box for Beniak. She pulls up, nice move to get around the defender, knocked off to Olsen. Olsen has an awkward shot. It deflects off towards Monica Munoz, but rolls past her. Munoz chases it down, still looking to get that shot off, and a save is made by Bethany Demkowski. Flurry of activity right there, as a few, I guess you could probably say 3 different Roosevelt Lakers had a chance to score right there. Beniak made the great run initially. She pulled up, got her defender to fall over. And instead of taking the shot, she gave it off to Chelsea Olsen, who got off a very awkward shot. Monica Munoz was able to track it down, but she couldn't get a clean shot off either. Bethany Demkowski ended up coming away with the ball. Alex Trular now on the other end for the Saints. Trular rolls it to the right. Now looking in front of her, trying to find a teammate. She's got Kayla Paith, but can't quite find her. Instead, it's headed away by Hope Katakis. And Roosevelt able to take possession here. Olsen tapped back. And a big kick downfield from Stremlock. All the way down to the box where Demkowski is able to pick it up. Early in the season, and I really shouldn't even say early in the season, pretty much the whole season up until recently, St. Francis defense has been sensational. They got 4 shutout victories this year, but the most recent was October 1st. Since then, they've allowed at least 2 goals in every game. That's each of their last 3. And of course 1 tonight. So this one will not be a shutout either. 1 goal, certainly not going to complain about. And considering St. Francis already has 3 today, they're not going to complain about 2 either. Although they would love for that number to stay where it is at the moment, as a foul is called against Roosevelt, setting up a free kick from Alex Trular. This is a very similar location, although the exact opposite end of the field, where they were able to set up that ball into the box earlier that turned into the handball, which set up the penalty kick. This time into the box, Carly Draper and back it into the net. Alex Trular once again is able to set it up with a brilliant free kick from midfield. That time it hit off a couple of feet, actually hit off a couple of heads, I should say. It was deflected initially by a Roosevelt defender, but it freed up Carly Draheim on the back end. There were no green shirts there at all. It was just Draheim against Narcisi, and Carly Draheim was able to head it in for her 3rd goal of the season, and now the Saints' lead is 4-1. Ball will roll out the sideline. St. Francis will get to throw it in. It was set up by the free kick from Alex Trular. Trular has a goal today as well, thanks to the penalty kick earlier, but she has been a major factor once again today, even on plays that don't necessarily show on the stat sheet. Jessica Reyes. Reyes trying to get it ahead to Rueda, but knocked away by Munoz. Saints get it back to the near side. This is Beniak rolling it ahead to Chelsea Olsen. Olsen pushes it forward. Middle of the field, now into the box and scooped up by the goalkeeper, Bethany Demkowski. Draheim with the goal a few moments ago now joins Bianca Rivera as Saints in today's game with both a goal and an assist. Rivera had the assist on the first goal that was scored by Rueda, and then she scored her first ever goal in the 37th minute. Goal kick here for the Fighting Saints. Demkowski's got it all set up. 4 goals scored today by St. Francis. It is their most in a game since September 17th, when they beat Calumet St. Joseph 6-0. but it's par for the course against the Lakers. St. Francis has put up some big numbers against Roosevelt in the past. I mentioned during the first half, it wasn't that way last year, but in the 3 prior meetings, it had been. Knocked out of bounds at midfield, St. Francis throwing. In 3 games all time against Roosevelt on this field, including today, they have now scored 15 goals in those 3 games. Foul called against Roosevelt, and there's still 27 minutes left in this one to try to add to their 4-goal total. Alex Trular set up for another free kick, so keep your eyes open right here, because twice from a similar spot, at least in terms of distance from the net, on free kicks, Trular has been able to set up scores. She sends this one into the box. A big sea of people from both teams, and somehow nobody makes contact as it rolls towards the back line and out of bounds for a goal kick. There were about 5 people in the vicinity of where that ball went from Alex Trular, but somehow nobody touched it. Mika Reed scored a goal in the first half for Roosevelt, and she's back on the field right now as Brenna Stremlau checks out, and Reed sees her first second half action. Kick is away off to the left side. Trular intercepts it and gets it to Leslie Rueda. Rueda cuts it back towards the middle of the field. She takes a shot and a diving save made by Narcisi. The ball is still loose, but there's nobody else down there. The shot may be a little bit too quick from Rueda to get a rebound, but it does roll out the back line, and that means a corner kick for St. Francis as they try to extend their lead to 5-1. They've scored 3 unanswered goals since Mika Reed tied it up in the 33rd minute. Draheim, who had the assist earlier, will take another corner kick here. In front of the net, headed and saved by Narcisi. Bianca Rivera, who had not scored all season, just missed her second goal of the game, but a very nice save by Narcisi keeps the score where it is. It went straight from Draheim to the head of Bianca Rivera. And they very nearly set up the second. Draheim to Rivera score the game. Now back into the box. And Narcisi knocks it away again. Draheim heads it forward in the direction of Casey Harris. Harris isn't there. Kayla Paith tried to track it down, but instead it's cleared by Roosevelt. Beniak on the counter. They have a little push. The crowd wanted a call. They're not going to get it. Here's Chelsea Olsen, and there is a call against St. Francis. Free kick for Roosevelt, in pretty good position here as they try to get their second goal of the game. Pretty much dead center. A little bit off to the right. This kick from just a little bit more than 30 yards out. So it could potentially be put on net from here. A little more likely they'll try an assist play. She is going to put it right to Bethany Domkowski. An easy save for Domkowski off the kick from Chelsea Olsen. 17th shot on goal this year for Olsen, actually her 18th, including another one earlier today. But this one is an easy stop for Domkowski as the ball goes out the sideline, last touched by Mika Reed. It is a St. Francis free kick, actually, as the foul is called on Reed. 24 minutes to play in today's game. Big lead for the Fighting Saints. Try to keep it up for another 10 to 15 minutes or so, and then I'm sure a good chance we'll see some of the substitutes come on, some of the freshmen that we have not yet seen today. Kayla Paith allowed that ball to knock off of her and out of bounds. Haley Wenberg kicks it once. Over to Munoz. Munoz poked away from her by Rivera, and now on the far side, it's Jessica Reyes. Reyes down the middle of the field, and waiting there is Samantha Duarte. Duarte clears it to the outside and out of bounds. St. Francis gets the throw here. And they will bring in a few subs right now. One of them is one of the freshmen I alluded to a moment ago. Olivia Hollander checks in as Casey Harris comes out. And Jessica Reyes comes out as well, replaced by Kiki Estrada. So they were actually reversed, not that it matters. 2 out, 2 in. Estrada and Hollander in for Harris and Reyes. Dreheim taps it to her left. She's got Hollander. Hollander takes a shot from long range and an easy stop this time from Narcisi. Just the third shot taken this year by Olivia Hollander. She had a pretty good opening there, but a little bit too long range for her, I think. Foul called on Roosevelt. Free kick here for Dreheim on the opposite end of midfield by just a couple of yards. Dreheim sends it to the middle of the field, headed away by Duarte. Towards the sideline, it's Mika Reed. And Kayla Pace knocks it away from Reed, out of bounds. It'll be thrown in here by Hope Katakis. Down the sideline, nicely done by Beniak to control it and keep it in bounds. Over to Agbula. Agbula down the middle of the field. She's got a little help in Monica Munoz. Munoz on the run into the box. Munoz, a couple of defenders in front of her, trying to get around Papalera. She can't. Instead, she has to back it all the way out. Now across. Here's Olsen. Olsen over to Reed. Reed's got an opening. Reed takes a shot, deflected by Domkowski, still loose. The ball in front of the net. Reed looking for the rebound. She taps it once to control it and now rolls it back out to Agbula. Agbula shoots, knocked away by Domkowski, and finally she falls on it to prevent another rebound attempt with Munoz bearing down on her at the time. Mika Reed had a really good opportunity. Domkowski made the save. She was not able to haul it in. Instead, she just deflected it away, leaving a rebound open. Roosevelt was able to maintain possession, but they weren't able to get a rebound shot off. So by the time that Agbula was able to take that shot, Domkowski was right back in position and had no problem making the second save. Here's Rueda. Rueda down into the corner. Trying to work her way around Samantha Duarte. She does. She finds Dreheim. Dreheim's crosses to Trular. Trular will shoot. Didn't get a lot on that one, and it's saved by Narcisi. The second game in a row in which Saints have done a really good job of getting shots off. They had 11 shots on goal in their last game. Managed just 2 scores out of it. And they fell in that one to Cardinal Stritch 3-2. But again today, I believe they are double digits. Well, they're definitely in double digits now. And well over that, I think. Kayla Pace ahead to Kiki Estrada. Estrada working her way into the teeth of the defense. Passes it off to the right side. She's got a streaking Kayla Pace. Pace looking for a cross right back to Estrada. Estrada slumps down to her knees. Not happy about the way that one transpired because that was a good opportunity. A perfect ball from Kayla Pace, and it looked beautiful the way it was set up. And Estrada got her head on it just a little bit too high. Over the crossbar by inches. And the score remains 4-1 in favor of St. Francis. Saints on the attack again very quickly. Estrada will shoot again. And it's saved by Narcisi. No real trouble with that one. Estrada really searching for that goal. She's taken 2 shots, and 2 close shots, in fact, just in the span of the last 20 or so seconds. Shannon Padone. Padone rolls forward to Leslie Rueda. Rueda against Duarte. Takes the shot, and it's wide. Narcisi will let it go. It's off the side of the net, and that means a goal kick. Past Mika Reed on the goal kick, off to Haley Wenberg. Wenberg knocks it off of Reed and out of bounds. Moon starting to show itself beyond the far side bleachers. Not a full moon, but it is a big, bright orange moon providing some extra light here this evening. Reed along the sideline, deflected by Wenberg, out of bounds. Dreheim. Dreheim knocked it off of Julia Schultz to get her own throw in. And she bounces it past Duarte to Rueda. Rueda in the box. Her shot is just high and out of bounds. Another good shot for the Saints. They've had a ton of them here in the second half. They outplayed Roosevelt throughout the first half, but there we sat with 8 minutes to go. It was a 1-1 tie. They scored a goal, the Saints that is, with 8 minutes to go, right at that 8-minute mark. That was in the first half. Right at the 8-minute mark of the first half, they scored the go-ahead goal to lead 2-1. And in this second half, they just have not looked back. They've dominated the second half of play. It's still 17.5 minutes to play as Draheim takes yet another shot. Narcisi makes the save. She has gotten a good workout today, Maria Narcisi, especially, as I was saying, in this second half. She's just been peppered with shots consistently. Her punt goes across midfield, but right back to the Saints defense again as Wenberg heads it towards the sideline. Mika Reed trying to keep it in bounds, but she'll let it go at the last second, and it does go out for a off of St. Francis for a Roosevelt throw-in. In down the sideline, chased down by Beniak. Beniak into the corner with Shannon Padone on her. Nice move to get around Padone. There's the cross into the box. Beniak tries to get it further inside. It's deflected out of bounds by Hollander, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Lakers. Chelsea Olsen's got it set. Corner kick is away. Front post. It's headed away by the Saints. Camille Papalera, the principal defender on that one. Kayla Pate trying to turn it around to the other side. She gets it across midfield. Duarte misses on the kick, and that allows Kiki Estrada to keep it alive to Leslie Rueda. Now it's a 3-on-3 run into Estrada, deflected away, but right back to Alex Trular. It's 4-on-3 now. Kayla Pate has got a bit of an opening on the left side. Pate taps it back towards the middle. There's a shot. It's wide. Another strong attack from the Saints, out of bounds for a goal kick. They had good numbers there. 4 gold shirts to just 3 in green. And Pate took advantage of it. Maybe could have taken one more dribble to get in slightly better position because she had some more room. She elected to take the shot, and it just did go a little bit wide. Leslie Rueda right back off the deflection on the goal kick, nearly had another opportunity. Instead, it's taken away by the Lakers, down the far sideline. Munoz intercepted by Papalera. Papalera rolls it ahead to Draheim. This is Kiki Estrada. Tap back to Trular. Alex Trular launches it into the box. On one hop, it's Kayla Pate rolling it past Narcisi, but out of bounds. Narcisi came running up to try to pick that ball up, but she didn't get there in front of Kayla Pate, so Pate knocked it past Narcisi. However, it was well off to the right and out of bounds, so not even close to scoring the goal, but a good chance from Pate anyway, who now will trot off to the sideline as Jessica Reyes returns to the action. So Reyes and Estrada are the strikers now. Reyes on the opposite end from where she was earlier in the game, now playing on the left side with Estrada off to the right. Roosevelt is able to clear it right there thanks to Andrea Munoz. Along the far sideline, it goes out of bounds. Four to 1, the Saints lead with 14:14 on the clock. So not a lot of time left for the Lakers. Beniak, though, is in the box looking to score. Beniak still got it. Trying to put one past Domkowski. A good sliding save made by the keeper. It's knocked out of bounds along the sideline by Rivera, but Domkowski is the one who prevented the goal right there. It was 1-on-1. Beniak against Domkowski, and she made the save. Now another shot, and Domkowski makes another great diving save. This time she deflects it off to the far side. There's a shot into the box once again from Schultz, but this one doesn't find any target. And Hollander trying to clear it. She whiffs on the kick, but it is cleared eventually. Saints going the other way. Leslie Rueda has a long run, as does Jessica Reyes. Reyes trying to track it down. Katakis clears it, but right off to Rueda. Rueda makes the shot. Narcisi makes the save. That looked good from Narcisi. A good diving effort to stop that ball. I don't think it was on target anyway. She didn't want to take any chances. She makes the nifty play. She's got a lot of saves tonight. She's given up 4 goals. You would think she's had a bad night, but she has just been bombarded with shots from St. Francis. That ball did go out of bounds, last touch by Jessica Reyes. Roosevelt will get the throw in from just shy of midfield. Lobbed in and off the head of Beniak. Cleared quickly by the Saints defense. Another throw in for Katakis. A little harder that time, right off the chest of Beniak. And knocked out of bounds again by the Saints. So Katakis will throw it in again. This time a little bit softer after she drilled Beniak on the chest on the last one. Still in the air. It eventually finds Agbula. Now towards the middle, they were looking for Schultz, intercepted by Draheim. This is Reyes losing the ball to Schultz. Agbula makes a move to the left, trying to get around Trular. She can't. Trular knocks it away. Good tackle by Alex Trular. This is Trular in possession along the middle. Awkward first touch. Katakis took it away, but she kicks it out of bounds along the far side, right at midfield. Throw in coming for the Fighting Saints. Bianca Rivera tosses it in. And she gets it right back to Reyes. Reyes ahead for Rueda. Intercepted by Alyssa Banaski. That ball will roll out of bounds along the near side for a Roosevelt throw-in. 11 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in today's game. It's a commanding lead for St. Francis. Beniak heads it up into the air, off to Chelsea Olsen. And rolled off to the side. Munoz taps it back to Munoz. Monica Andrea. Monica again, trying to work around Bianca Rivera. She makes a nice move and rolls it ahead to Andrea Munoz, coming up from the backside. Munoz works her way into the box, but her pass is intercepted by Kiki Estrada, who came back from the midfield to take it away. Estrada ahead to Rueda, who now is the right striker. Olivia Hollander knocks it forward for St. Francis and rolls it off to Leslie Rueda. Now Estrada controls that ball along the sideline. Rolled ahead for Leslie Rueda. Rueda makes a good run. Looking for the cross. Good defense by Munoz. Now there is the cross to Jessica Reyes. Nice first touch by Reyes. The second one not so successful. She lobs it out of bounds. Over the net for a goal kick. Haley Wenberg now checks out of the game as Grace McDermott, the freshman defender from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, checks on for the first time tonight. Under 10 minutes to play as Roosevelt gets set to make a sub as well. They send Brenda Estrada, they send Zoe Bazilla out to check in. Here's Leslie Rueda. Rueda shoots and just misses wide to the left. Rueda's had a couple of nice shots in there today. Just missed on that one. So Bazilla comes in for Roosevelt. Casey Harris back in for the Fighting Saints is Carly Draheim, who's got a goal and an assist today. Checks out. Nice game today for Draheim. Presumably she's done for the day. And an impressive showing for the junior midfielder. On the defensive side, Demkowski steps up and kicks it up the field for St. Francis to Jessica Reyes. Reyes splits a couple of defenders at midfield, and now she's got a little attack going. Rolled ahead for Rueda and Estrada, both in on it, and now Rueda's got a shot and a goal. It's a two-score game for Leslie Rueda. Started by Bethany Demkowski, who knocked it down the field. And then a couple of Roosevelt defenders were up there, and neither one ever controlled the ball. Neither one was able to step in front of the ball. Jessica Reyes was able to do so. And Reyes made one great touch to split both defenders and work it down the field, and eventually ahead to Estrada and Rueda. They were both in the same vicinity, but Rueda took control. And Rueda scored the goal. 5-1 Saints. And now looking to make it 6-1. Into the box again. Reyes on move, but she can't catch up to that ball as it rolls out the back line for a goal kick. Brittany Cook, another freshman in for the Saints, as Bianca Rivera gets a hand on her way out. Rivera also checks out with both a goal and an assist. Brennan Sullivan back in for Roosevelt. Anna Agbula heads to the bench. 8 minutes to play in the game. Here's Mika Reed. Reed rolls it forward for Beniak. Beniak forced away from the ball by Shannon Padone. Knocked out for, I think that's a corner kick. I do believe it went out the back line as opposed to the side. So it's going to be a corner kick. And it'll be set up by Chelsea Olsen. Olsen ready to go. Just waiting for the go-ahead as there's an injured Saint. Clock stops at 7:41. The injured Saint is Grace McDermott. I think she's got a bloody nose. So she's got to come out to have that looked at. It's tough for McDermott. She just went into the game. Now she's got to check out with that bloody nose. There's the corner kick, and Domkowski soars up and makes the stop. No problem for the junior goalkeeper. Another good play by Bethany Domkowski. Lost in all the offense of this game is that Domkowski has had an excellent second half. In particular, one stretch where she made 2 excellent saves in a span of about 30 seconds. Just a couple of minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes or so ago. Here's Leslie Rueda looking for the cross to Kiki Estrada. And Estrada nearly had a shot before Narcisi finally falls on the ball. It looked like Alyssa Banaski was going to be able to stop that one. She didn't. Instead, it went right past her, and Estrada nearly had a chance to score on the back end, but Narcisi fell on top of the ball. Beniak intercepted by Brittany Cook, but the Lakers get it right back. Now Munoz along the sideline. Munoz gets it in on the cross, but it's knocked away again by the St. Francis defense, and Domkowski steps up to make the stop. Five to 1 Saints. It's a big lead here in the second half. Their season high in goals scored is 6. That was on September 17th, and this is just the second time that they have been able to score as many as 5 goals in a game. They have dominated the second half after it was pretty tight throughout the first. And as I said before, there's no question the Saints were the better team in the first half, but it didn't show up in any significant way on the scoreboard. It certainly has here in the second. Olsen on the move down the middle of the field. Olsen rolls it off to the left, and Munoz. Munoz in the box. She takes a shot and knocks it off the side of the net. Out of bounds for a goal kick. It's been an interesting year for Roosevelt. They had been progressing as a program over the last few years, as they're going to bring in a couple of subs. Looks like Stremlau is back in the game, and Duarte will shift a little bit. Zoe Bazilla, who's only out there for a few minutes, comes back out of the game. Their win total had increased the last few years, but this year they're back down to 3. They had reached as many as 8 last year. 3-11, not the record that they were hoping for coming into this year, but they played well lately. They won back-to-back games heading into tonight, beating Trinity International and Purdue Northwest. They've had some other good games as well. They took St. Ambrose to double overtime. St. Ambrose is a very good team. They're 9-3-2 on the year and very close to being a top 25 team. So went to double overtime before the Lakers lost that game. They've also beaten the Holy Cross this year 7-0. Anytime you can win any game, I don't care who it's against, 7-0, that's pretty impressive. As Casey Harris rolls it into the box, knocked away, intercepted by Roosevelt. Still on the attack, Haley Wenberg. And Wenberg's pass is deflected by Julia Schultz and cleared out of harm's way. But aside from a 7-0 win, they've also got losses this year of 9-1, 5-0, and 6-0. And today, they're on their way to another lopsided loss, currently 5-1 with 4 minutes to play. St. Francis, the team with that big lead, has the throw-in coming from Haley Wenberg. Knocked away by Sullivan. And Beniak will try to jumpstart the offense once again for Roosevelt, but her ball through to Munoz didn't quite get through. Camille Papalera knocked it out of bounds for a Roosevelt throw-in. Really tossed in by Bazilla. Thought she had checked out a moment ago. That might have been my mistake. That might have been 15 Schultz. No, she's still in there as well. I'm not sure what I was seeing, but Bazilla's in there right now. She's the one who threw it in. Didn't go anywhere. It's out of bounds. A goal kick for Domkowski. There's the kick from Domkowski down the center of the field. And back to the St. Francis defense. Haley Wenberg's able to knock it ahead for Leslie Rueda. Rueda's got 2 goals today. That gives her 5 for the season. Alex Trular's got 1. She's up to 8. So those are your top 2 goal scorers on the year. Rueda's goal a few minutes ago, by the way, was assisted by Jessica Reyes. And for Reyes, that is assist number 3 this year. Big scoring output today from a lot of players. And the usual suspects for the most part, but Bianca Rivera also. Keep in mind, Rivera came into play today with no points on the season. And she's got both a goal and an assist. So no points, and now she's got 3. In the span of 1/2 of soccer. Here's Alex Trular moving off to the right side. Trular cuts it back upfield. She gets by one defender, trying to get around another. She'll pass it off to the right side, and now a shot from long range is easily picked up. Narcisi will punt it the other way. Casey Harris deflects it off to Alex Trular. Trular loses possession to Zoe Buzilla. Harris for Trular, and now off to Leslie Rueda. Nice touch off to Jessica Reyes. Reyes back to Rueda in the box, tapped back to Reyes, and cleared by Bazilla off to Mika Reed. Reed along the side of the field, boots it ahead, trying to find Beniak. Instead, she finds Shannon Padone, who knocks it out of bounds. And Mika Reed will get a throw in here to begin the final minute of the game. It'll be Bazilla, Zoe Bazilla, Zoe with a Y. Tossing it in. We are officially under a minute. Hollander clears it for the Saints, and that might be the last time Roosevelt has the ball at that stage of the field. Rueda down to the other end for Kiki Estrada, and Estrada will eat some more seconds as she chases it all the way down to the sideline. Kiki Estrada works her way around a defender, and now the cross to Rueda. Rueda takes a shot. It's deflected away by Stremlau. Now Harris on the rebound, and it's knocked away by Narcisi. Reyes on another rebound. 29 seconds left in the game. Casey Harris. Jessica Reyes. Harris' shot missed. It deflected off to Reyes. Reyes scored the goal to make it 6-1. So add Jessica Reyes' name to the list of players who have both a goal and an assist in today's game. That's number 4 this season for her. She came into play today tied with Leslie Rueda. 3rd on the team with 3 goals. She's got 1 now, but she's dropped to 4th because Rueda scored 2. Actually, I guess she's still tied for 3rd. Now she's tied with Kayla Pafe with 4. 6-1 Saints and 6-2 Saints. Roosevelt gets it into the box, and they get a goal from Beniak. Nice ball into Beniak and a strong finish from Jamie Beniak with 12 seconds left. Not often you get a goal with 29 seconds to go in the game. And it's not the last one, but with 12 seconds to play, Roosevelt responds. Jamie Beniak scores for the Lakers, and that is her 3rd goal this year. 6-2 our score, and that will be presumably the final score as Alex Trular knocks it into the box, and Narcisi does make the stop. That should put an end to this one. 3 seconds to go, and they'll let it roll. Final score, St. Francis 6, Roosevelt 2. The Saints snap their 3-game losing streak. They snap the Lakers' 2-game winning streak with a big 4-goal victory, and that was a dominant second half today from the Fighting Saints that led to this victory. They turned a 2-1 lead at halftime into a 6-2 final. The second half was the key for the Saints today, but that's not to suggest that the first half wasn't eventful, because it was. Let's go back over the scoring in the first half of today's game. Leslie Rueda got it started after a good ball from from Bianca Rivera. Leslie Rueda finished it off for her 4th goal of the year. Just 10 minutes in, our score was 1-0 Saints. That remained the score for the next 23 minutes or so, but then Mika Reed was able to put one in for the Roosevelt Lakers. That was off a feed from Anna Agbula. Reed scored her 2nd goal of the season and made it 1-1. The tie was short-lived, as just 4 minutes later, Bianca Rivera was able to score off of a corner kick from Carly Draheim. Draheim knocked it to the back post, and Rivera was able to push it in, her 1st goal of the year. And it made it 2-1 Saints, a lead they carried into the halftime break, and a lead that they did not relinquish the rest of the game. Amazingly, Rivera, who had not scored all year, very nearly scored again later in the game on an identical play on a corner kick from Draheim. Nearly had it in, but it was a save that time from Narcisse, who actually had a decent game. She had quite a few saves. More on that in a bit, but plenty more scoring to recap. In the second half, a yellow card was given to Anna Agbula in the 50th minute. That set up a free kick for Alex Trular right around midfield. Trular sent the ball into the box, and on the kick, it deflected a couple of times and eventually was knocked away by the hand of Hope Katakis. The handball in the box led to a penalty kick, and that gave Alex Trular her 2nd penalty kick goal this year and her 8th goal overall. It made the score 3-1 in favor of the Saints, and the multi-goal lead was a big one for the Saints, because they have lost some late leads in recent games, but that was not the case today, as they were able to go up by 2, and that would turn out to be the winning goal, because Roosevelt finished the game with 2, so the 3rd goal, I guess technically speaking, would have been the winner from Alex Trular, but they didn't stop there. 11 minutes later, Carly Draheim, who had an assist on the corner kick earlier in the game, was able to come away with a goal of her own, as she was able to head it in for her 3rd goal this season. That made it 4-1. Leslie Rueda in the 81st minute scored off of a very nice assist from Jessica Reyes, and that made the score 5-1 Saints, and it did appear that that was how the game would end. 5-1 certainly would have been nice for any of the players down on the Saints bench, any of their coaches. They all would have been happy with it, but they did not settle for it. In the final minute of the game, they were able to get another goal. Jessica Reyes scored her 4th of the season, as Casey Harris took a shot. It was deflected back to Reyes. Reyes took the shot from deep, and she was able to get it past Narcisse for her 4th goal this year. That made it 6-1 with just 29 seconds left in the game, and then 17 seconds later, Jamie Beniak scored for Roosevelt to at least leave on a high note for the Lakers. That made it 6-2, and that was the final score. St. Francis 6 and Roosevelt 2. With the win, the Saints are back to 500 now, 6-6-1 on the season, and above 500 at 5-4 in conference. Roosevelt falls to 3-12. Their 2-game winning streak is over. They are now 3-7 in conference. I talked a lot about how much the Saints were peppering Narcisse with shots. They took 37 total shots today and got 18 of them on goal. Roosevelt took 16 shots, 10 of them on goal. 8 saves today for Domkowski. That's a good number. 12 saves for Narcisse. That's a good number as well. Most of the time you get 12 saves, you're going to be celebrated for it. But she also gave up 6 goals, so tough game for her today. Again, final score, St. Francis 6, Roosevelt 2. Next game for the Saints is coming up over the weekend. That'll be on the road, and that's going to be a tough one at St. Ambrose on Saturday night at 7:30. St. Ambrose 6-2 right now in the CCAC, one of the teams currently ahead of the Saints. That would be a big win if they could get it. They'll return home for their final home game of the season a week from tomorrow, Wednesday night at 7 o'clock against Holy Cross, still looking for their first conference victory. That game, again, 7 o'clock right here in Joliet, and you can see the broadcast on GoFightingSaints.com. It's the next time that we'll be with you here, and we hope that you do join us for that game. As Roosevelt heads back home, they'll take on Judson this weekend, Saturday morning at 11:30, the next game for Roosevelt. Saints win today 6-2. Once again, next home game is a week from tomorrow, next Wednesday. Their next game Saturday at St. Ambrose. Until the next time for me to say goodbye. This is Terry Bonadonna signing off for the Fighting Saints. Good night, all.